Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first episode of the Fantasy Movie League for 2024. I am joined by all of the people plus the other person, Zach of Nerdos, who's not here, who will be here or who will be picking but won't actually be here. That didn't make sense. It's okay. Anyways, just remember we're going to be doing multiple versions of this throughout the year, multiple catch-ups, and then at the end of the year there will be like a big final thing, and hopefully we can get everyone back for that. So with that being said, we're going to start with the draft. Now, since everyone is the same as last year, I decided to do something to prevent Michael from being able to win because I am annoyed at him for winning. So what I've decided to do,
and then still, if Michael wins
in
the end, we got to do it again.
Oh yeah, no. And so instead of doing a random draft order, instead what I'm going to do is we're going to draft reverse based on who won and who lost. So obviously the loser gets the last pick. Yes,
it's rigged. It's literally rigged.
Well, to be fair, I get the second last pick. I just get a pick above you.
You know what? So I don't remember what the draft order was, but I was not first, I was not second, and I was not third. I was low. So I still won, and I'm ready to win again. So go ahead.
So Morgan is going to start as Morgan finished last, and then we will continue from there.
I finished last
Everyone
last
ready?
year? I was last place? I was last place last year? Wow.
Yeah.
I like that. I lost.
You guys all lost.
Yeah, I can't believe it wasn't Khalil, but yeah, somehow you were last.
It was very close, like 15 points between you and Zach. So, with that being said, Morgan, you have the floor for the first pick of the 2024 fantasy draft.
First pick of the 2024 fantasy draft. About to piss you all off. Gonna right off the bat.
Take it.
Gonna tear off the Band-Aid. Deadpool 3.
Thank you for taking off the board. I appreciate it greatly.
I mean, this movie, it's been a long time coming. It's crazy that like the first Deadpool came out 8 years ago, 2016. And I saw the second one in theaters, and I mean, we're finally getting Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds together. A lot of money has been poured into this film. There's been a lot of promotions, especially with the upcoming Super Bowl. As of the recording of this episode, the Super Bowl is still coming up. So I just think the fact that we got so much content from Marvel over the past like 3 years, with like COVID and everything. And the fact that we're getting one movie this year, for the first time in 12 years, we're getting a single film. Mm-hmm. Last time we got one film from Marvel was in 2012, and then 2010 before that. So it's only the third time that Marvel's given us a single film per year. So
not by their choice.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, not by choice, but it's maybe this will be an example of kind of less is more. They're really marketing hard with this movie, especially with all the leaks that happened during the writer strike.
Well, I would argue letting them go on strike is a choice, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this movie, I think it's going to be a summer box office win, and I feel like Disney kind of needs a win at this point. After last year. So
unfortunately, you're wrong, but it's okay. I will let you take that because that takes all the pressure off me, so it's good now. So Zach's first pick is now time. I'm just going to pull up his list. And he's going to be taking another movie, which, is going to be off the board.
I know what Zach's picking. Can I say it? Because
Sure, go ahead.
It's Dune 2.
There we go.
Dune. Yeah,
it's Dune 2.
I know.
So now we have Deadpool and Dune 2 off the board. Lee, do you want to go? It's your turn.
Well, let me just scratch that. My next is Venom 3.
So once again, it looks like the bottom of the draft is trying to just stay as far down as they can, and I appreciate that.
No, I just think Venom will, because it's the last one, it's gonna make bank.
Okay, you can believe that. I will let you take.
I will say there's some buzz, there's some rumors, there's some things out there that like, if they cater themselves to the right audience, it could be really big, especially if they bring in an Andrew Garfield. You know, there are possibilities. There are things that can happen. I can see your thinking here, Mr. Rant. I don't know if I would have bet on it, but I see where you're going with it.
I'll take the bet. Out of between Venom 3, Kraven the Hunter, and Madam Web, which one do we think it's going to make the more?
Madam Web.
If Madam Web makes more money, I will. That's it.
What will you do? What will you do? I want to hear this. I want to hear the end of the sentence.
No, because you will hunt me down until I do it. So I'm doing it.
I mean,
I will say I have a lot of faith in Madam Web, but I have no faith in all of these movies. It's just I might have a little bit more in Madam Web.
I'm excited for Madam. Madam Web is the first live action Sony movie I've been excited for since The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Really?
10 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not even close. Like I don't think I've ever had. And even though the trailers, by the way, look god awful, and they're doing everything, and everyone who's in the movie is saying it's going to be god awful, I'm still more excited for that than I'm having for anything Sony live action related. Since even not in Spider-Man, just generally Sony since Amazing Spider-Man 2, because it's gonna be such a dumb fun movie.
Yeah, I have a feeling that I guess going back to my pick of Deadpool 3, like Deadpool 3 being the one MCU movie we're getting this year, this could be the year for maybe Sony to try to kind of catch up to Marvel. And I say this as somebody who picked Kraven the Hunter last year, and I'm still cautiously optimistic about that movie. I think the fact that Sony's doing 3 movies and we're not getting any DC movies this year, and Marvel's only doing 1 movie. Oh,
we're getting one DC movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What is it?
Joker 2.
That doesn't count.
I meant DC Universe.
Doesn't count.
Like
now, with that being said, it's my turn to take something off the board, which is the number 1 movie on my list, which is still there because none of you guys took it.
I know what it is. Can I guess this one?
Go ahead.
Madam Web.
No, I'm not doing that one. I'm not stupid. I will be taking Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire. Do you want me to tell you what $1 billion movie is when I see it? It's a Godzilla movie and a King Kong movie in theaters. Do you want me to tell you how you get all the foreign box office revenue? Put a Godzilla movie in theaters. And also all the dumb Americans who are going to go watch it too.
Is this a snake draft? I hope it is.
I forgot that they were still making Godzilla movies.
I didn't even think about this. If I say no, I screw you over more.
I think it should be a snake draft. I mean, I've lost.
You know what? I will put it to a vote. Who thinks it should be a snake draft?
Snake draft?
What's a snake draft?
So basically, it means that you would then get, or Morgan would get the last pick in the next round, and it would be like reverse.
It basically goes in reverse order. So then I'm the last, so I get 2 picks, and then we start going back in reverse order.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, why not?
Let's go. Right.
Oh damn! Why did I put it to a vote? I should have just said no.
Okay,
God damn it. Fine.
Here we go.
Michael, take your 2 movies.
Okay, here's the thing. It's history repeating itself a little bit. I am back in the same position that I was last year. You guys slept on a movie that I had a lot of faith in.
Oh no, I know what you're gonna take.
And people were like, "Oh, that was luck. You had no idea." No, you do not bet against Illumination.
No,
I'm thinking Despicable Me 4. Are you kidding me?
Don't do it.
I didn't even think about that.
It was my second movie.
I was last. No, anyone could have taken it.
It was my second movie on my list.
Oh man.
Okay, and if we agree on a draft on a snake draft here.
Yeah,
that hurt.
Fine, do it. Hurt me more.
Yeah, y'all are gonna be mad again. I think.
I know what you're gonna do.
Oh no! I think it's gonna be my next pick too.
Here's the thing. I know there's people have. I've listened to podcasts. I've listened to YouTube videos. I've listened to box office analysis. People are concerned about this movie. They say, wow, it's too bold. It's too much for the general audiences. Like, they can't wrap their minds around it. But I'll tell you what, this is the one movie that captures both the male and female audience. It has the Joker, and it has the Queen of Pop, Lady Gaga. No. I'm picking Joker, too.
You suck.
Come on.
Damn it.
And honestly, I feel so good about my picks that y'all can have the rest.
Michael, did you see the list of movies that I had like beforehand? Like, did
No,
you
I think it's
somehow
that
hack?
I think it's
into,
that
like,
obvious.
Yeah.
It's like every
I thought you
movie
I thought you were
You
going to
know
say
what?
Bad Boys for Life.
I'm going off the list now. I'm going off my list now. I'm gonna go against my every nature, in like every part
that
of my
movie's still
nature.
happening.
Because I get the next pick because it's snake draft, So I'm gonna go against my very nature. I had two movies that are here on my list that are above this movie, but because I'm so angry right now, I'm going to go against my very list.
Here we go.
And I'm going to take Ariana Grande in Wicked.
Yeah, you could take that.
To be honest, I didn't really know that they were doing a Wicked movie. I heard something about it.
Ari Grande?
Like yesterday.
Ari Extra Grande?
Ariana Grande still alive? Okay. Okay.
Michael, your mic's turned off.
Michael, we can't hear you.
Your mic.
Oh.
You muted. Nope.
We can hear all you
making a
laughing
dumb
at me
joke
for my
anyways.
amazing pick.
Thank God I was muted.
What? Now I want to know what you were saying.
Nothing. Let's move on. Who's next?
All right, who's next?
Lee, you're going, I think. Yeah.
Lee.
Yeah. My next pick is Kung Fu Panda 4.
No, I hate you. I hate you.
Let's get back.
You bet on the panda. You bet on black and white.
I should have taken that instead of. I should have waited with Wicked. I don't know why I went.
He put his money on black and white.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh man.
One of you guys are gonna take my next movie, and then I'm gonna be done. It's gonna be over for me.
Okay, so my turn now, or
no, it's Zach's turn. Zach is gonna be going with. No, he took my movie.
What?
Inside Out 2.
Okay.
That's happening.
That was next on my list
that's
as
right.
well.
Okay, all right.
That's fair. It's the correct pick at this point.
I was really betting on one of those movies existing, or one of the 3 animated movies existing, and they're all gone. I made a gamble, and I've lost. Okay, Morgan, your turn.
All right, so do I get 2 picks now?
You get 2 picks, yeah.
I get 2 picks. Okay, so my second pick is going to be Ballerina, the John Wick spinoff. Yep. Ballerina, and my third pick is The Fall Guy.
Oh yeah, that's right. With
I think when I saw Aquaman in the Lost Kingdom, I think I saw a trailer for The Fall Guy. I definitely saw a poster for it, and yeah, it's an interesting concept. Yeah, the stunt double, The Fall Guy, looks like a fun movie. It's got Ryan Gosling, Aaron Taylor Johnson. It's got a pretty stacked cast. As far as Ballerina goes, I mean, John Wick Chapter 4 was just awesome. I regret not choosing it in last year's draft. It is, in my opinion, the best John Wick movie, better than the first one. And shocker. So glad I saw it in IMAX twice. And yeah, I'm just interested to see where they go with this John Wick universe, especially with expanding the John Wick universe, especially after not only John Wick 4, but the Continental series on Peacock, the 3-part limited series. So I'm just interested to see where they go with this John Wick universe. So yeah,
it's set between 2 and 3, I think. Sorry, 3 and 4.
It is set between 3 and 4, so it's a filler movie. I think Keanu Reeves will be in Ballerina.
I think the big question for me, and I actually think this has to do a lot with the box office, is how much he's in it and how much he's in the marketing. If they try to market this movie without him, I don't see it going well. If he's like on the poster, like consider it up there with the other John Wick movies. And I think that, and that's the thing that I was unsure of and why I had it a little bit lower.
My turn?
I don't know. Is it?
I have no idea. We're at your mercy, Khalil. I don't remember.
No, it isn't. I'm second last. Damn it, my movie's will be gone by then.
I've got a sleeper pick that I'm excited about.
It's Zach's movie now. So Zach is going to be going with, oh, God damn it, Gladiator 2.
I completely forgot about that one.
Damn it, man.
I think the big question is, like, do people care about the Gladiator? Like I know Gladiator is great, but it's been so long. Like, I don't know.
The movie's older than me.
I didn't have that. Shut up. That's terrible.
could be Top Gun Maverick though. Like it could go either way. I think.
It's true.
I don't think it'd be Top Gun Maverick because you don't have a star who's like Tom Cruise.
You do. You
Pedro
have Denzel
Pascal.
Washington.
Yeah,
It's
I said what I
not-
said.
It's
You have
got,
Denzel, who's Harrison
it's got a
Ford.
good
Typical
cast. It's got
chocolate.
a really good cast.
I said what I said. They don't have a star.
Yeah.
I mean, Harrison Ford has even said he's in the sunset of his career, so this might be his last like big budget
Good riddance to
blockbuster,
that.
especially after Indiana Jones. That was just moving on.
Done with Harrison Ford. Done.
Yeah.
Don't need him anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, now, Mr. Rant, it's your turn.
My one, which I think will, like, you guys might disagree, but I think what will make a bit of a big buck. Beetlejuice 2.
Ah,
Thank God you see my movie. I was gonna be saved.
That
Thank
was
God.
my sleeper pick.
Wasn't even on
Well,
the
there you go. Because I think Jenna Ortega is going to bring in
Yeah.
that money.
You're not wrong. This is gonna be a big movie. I can already. This is
I
like
disagree heavily with that.
no. This is gonna
No.
fall into like Megan territory. It's gonna be on TikTok. It's gonna like people are gonna be all about this. Like people love Jenna Ortega. People love Beetlejuice. Like I think I have more faith in this than I did Gladiator 2.
Oh, 100%.
I
And
disagree.
you're talking about
Beetlejuice is-
stars. If you want a star for your reboot, Jenna Ortega, it doesn't get bigger than that. People love her.
And if they also, at that same time it drops, they also announced season 2 of Wednesday when that's dropping.
When?
I haven't seen
when
the
is
first
Wednesday
season.
dropping?
No, like, I mean, they haven't announced when it's dropping, but if they do it at the same time, Netflix, that would boost it even more.
I don't think she's a box office draw. I mean, we've seen it. She's not a box office draw. She's a TV draw. She's not a box office draw. Not yet, at least. I don't know if
on
that's
the
going to.
Scream poster again. I think the poster.
She
matters
was.
here. Okay.
But even Scream though, she wasn't a massive draw for that movie.
I think this
No.
is different. I think
This-
this
yeah,
fits it's the Wednesday mold a little bit, right? It's kind of the
Yeah.
For now at least, I don't buy her as a massive box office draw yet. Again, can I be wrong? Absolutely. Am I often wrong? No. So, I don't think she's going to be a big box office draw for this movie, but eventually, 10 years down the line, could she be someone where you see her name and you're like, everyone's lining up? Yeah, sure, but not yet.
Hey,
And not for the next-
you know who brings audiences? If you don't want to settle for Michael Keaton or Jenna Ortega, I get it. But Michael Keaton, people love a Michael Keaton revival. I mean,
So
we're
you
in that
say
era.
that.
Yep.
Please, Michael Keaton also not historically a box office draw. His biggest box office movie again being Spider-Man, which was not him.
But he was the only reason people wanted to see The Flash.
Exactly right.
I would argue that
To be
there was
honest,
no
to be
reason
honest.
you wanted to see The Flash, hence why it did so poorly.
No one
Yes,
went
well, I
there
mean-
to go see Iris Miller. No one went there.
To be honest, like I saw Michael Keaton in the trailer. I'm like, I have to see this movie in theaters.
But he's not Batman, and I feel like Michael Keaton not as a superhero. Kind of, I don't know if he has that same appeal. Again, look at the first Beetlejuice. That's probably the proof you need.
First Beetlejuice is great.
Or Birdman, or The Founder. Do you want me to keep
Okay.
going? Because I can.
I mean, those are like,
Was
you
he in
know,
Spotlight?
especially Birdman. That was like a very that was like a movie designed not to draw audiences, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think it was a very underrated movie because it's actually
It's
quality
a fine movie, but
Yeah.
like it's not gonna. I wouldn't be picking Birdman if it was coming out this year, right? Like that's
No.
not gonna be
I wouldn't be picking Beetlejuice if it was coming out this year.
I did.
Will you
I
pick
was
Beetlejuice
going
too?
to.
Now it's my turn, and no one
Ah.
took my movie, and I'm very happy right now. Do you understand why I'm happy? Can I tell you a little story?
No, what's your pick?
No.
I'm going to tell a story.
No, get to the pick. Get to the pick.
Fine. My
Goodness.
motto is this:
Oh no.
animated movies are gold. And then I learned from Michael because Michael's a very, very inspirational person, And I really just did some deep analysis, and I was like, as much as I hate Chris Pratt, I'm in the minority on this one. People love that loser for some reason. So with that being said, come here, Garfield.
Yep, this is a good one. This is a good. I don't
As
hate
much
this
as I
pick.
hate him, I cannot lose to you.
Here's the thing. I will bet you $100 right now. I will never watch this movie in my life. I will never. I won't
either. Don't worry.
I won't see it in theaters. I won't see it on streaming, but it's gonna do gangbusters. I agree. This is a good pick.
Oh no, I'm never gonna watch this. I guarantee you that. But mainly because I hate Chris Pratt. I understand everyone else loves him, so I can't really, I have to beat you. That's the only goal here.
I get it.
Okay, speaking of beating Michael, it's your turn.
Oh boy. Okay, so I've had a lot of picks stolen.
It's kind of how this works.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
You can take Madam Web. It's okay. I won't be mad at you.
No.
Nobody wants to take Madam Web.
Nobody
I'm
wants.
not going to. I will willingly give that to you. It's getting to the point where like I had like a solid list of like 10, right, that I was sure about. And now I'm getting to the point where I'm looking at my list. I got a list, but I'm not sure.
3 of my surefire things are still on my list.
Oh, not
3
for
of my
long.
top 7 movies are on my list still.
Not for long.
Unpicked.
I'm not sure. I'm not confident. This could go either way, I think.
You're gonna pick one of them now.
I hope, yeah, I think I will. I hope it goes in the right direction because I'm so excited for this movie. I'm gonna pick Furiosa.
No!
Damn it!
That was gonna be my pick.
Yeah.
Okay, go again. Get it over with.
Oh god. Oh, I forgot I gotta go again. Oh my gosh. I've got 2. I'm debating. Okay. You know what? I'm a dad. I've got a son. He's 4 years old.
Don't do it.
I'm doing it, baby. I don't know how he did it because I didn't show him these movies. He has an iPad. He has access to, YouTube, stuff like that. So he grew this attraction on his own. I'm going to have to take my son to see this movie. And I know there are about 1 billion fathers in the country that also have to take their son to see this movie. I'm never going to forgive
you for this.
So I have to take Sonic 3.
Oh, wow. That was the one I thought you were going to do. Okay.
Yeah. No, which today we got a huge cast list added to it. Jim Carrey's back.
Yeah, who cares? That's a stupid movie. No one cares.
My son cares a lot. Do not shame this 4-year-old in the franchises he cares about.
Well, I mean,
I'm just saying. I think it falls into a similar mold as like the Mario movie, and even if these movies haven't been like billion-dollar movies in the past, the fandom is growing for it. And when I say that, I'm saying it appeals to people all the time, and it's like a snowball rolling down the hill, and it's gaining momentum. And I'm on the Sonic bandwagon. The
one that I will give you credit for, and I have to give you credit for this because I think you did make a very interesting point, which is, this technically we don't know what the ceiling of this movie is because the second one came out during COVID. I'm pretty sure it was a majority, if not all, home release.
It's a risky pick. Yeah, I'm aware. Yeah.
And the first one, there was so much controversy and it kind of had so many bumpy, moments to kind of get out of the gate. This might be a movie which can legitimately hit 1 billion or at least be one of the highest grossing movies of the year. Again, if last year's box office is anything to look at, it probably won't hit 1 billion because the box office has shrunk so exponentially like since COVID. I mean, you're probably onto something with that one. I gotta be honest with you. I gotta give you some credit.
It's December. It's like December 21st or 22nd, so it's prime time holiday.
Also, it's a Christmas movie, which is going to mean now the one downside, by the way, to Christmas movies, or that time is if it doesn't make all its money right away, you lose the impact of it by the time it gets to January 1st, right? So you're also kind of gambling a little bit with how fast it's going to make money, but.
Because it was kind of that way with I think Sing 2, which came out like 2021, I think. And I remember seeing that in theaters, like with my family. And I think we were the only ones in the theater because we saw it like January 2nd or 3rd, 2022, and like everybody's gone at that point. So it's like
I mean, Aquaman. This year, Aquaman 2 made money, but it made it money into the new year. So it kind of got shut down after opening weekend. Now, with that being said, it's my turn again. With two surefire movies still on the board, Actually, 3. I didn't even realize that one was on.
Madam Web doesn't count.
Nope.
No, that's not a surefire. That's a second tier movie. I'm realistic still. Look, Disney had its worst year ever
I
last
know
year.
where this is going.
It's very rare that a studio as dominant as Disney has multiple, out of character years. Disney's going to get back to where they were. They've got a marquee franchise, which they are going to reboot, a beloved franchise about monkeys. And so I'm taking Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
I did not. I actually thought you were going somewhere else.
So did I, and I think
I know.
I think
you were going
Mike
somewhere
knows
too.
where I was going to go.
I will say Planet of the Apes was next on my list, so I think it's a good pull
Look,
here.
you can never doubt not only Disney but the power of a monkey.
Wait, is that Disney?
Yeah, it's Fox. Well, it was
Yeah.
Fox. Now it's Disney.
Yeah, it's like how Predator was still under the Fox logo.
But it's Disney now.
But does Planet of the Apes get the Disney bump? I don't think so. Like, I don't think people consider it because I'm sitting here now as somebody. I don't think of that as like.
Do you know
a
what
Disney
Disney? Do you know what the Disney bump for
Right.
Planet of the Apes will be?
What is it?
The insane amount of
What is
marketing money they spend marketing this movie, and the amount of toys that they sell for this movie. I'm telling
I
you,
want the toys. I want the toys. I want the
the
toys.
monkey merch. The monkey merch.
I want the monkey merch.
The monkey merch.
That's me. They're selling to me.
I actually haven't. Well, Rise of the Planet of the Apes. I saw like maybe the last like hour of that movie, like back in like 2012. I haven't seen Dawn of the Planet of the Apes or War for the Planet of the Apes.
I haven't
like,
seen any of
They're
those
so
movies.
good. All of them are good. All of
I've
them are
seen
good.
like half of the first one, but I'm going to be watching this one because it's Disney, and I love Disney.
oh,
We know, unfortunately.
Andy
Peter
Serkis.
Kraft.
is like the godfather of mocap. But
Yeah, sure. Disney though.
I'm
So-
invested at first. Go ahead.
With that being said, who's next? That's Mr. Rant.
My next pick. Because I think it's just gonna make the money. Is Mufasa.
Yeah, I knew you were doing this.
That was mine. That was the one I know
Yeah.
you guys all thought I was going to take, but I don't
Yeah.
believe in that movie.
Mufasa would be my next one because which I think we've got absolutely nothing about that movie except the logo.
I don't
Doesn't
believe it's coming out this year. I don't think it's going to come out this. I don't think it's come out this year.
We'll see.
there's a Mufasa movie coming out.
Yeah, a
Yes,
prequel. 'cause,
that's the thing. I honestly don't like. I Disney's kind of like some of these movies are kind of to the point where it's like I don't think they're gonna come out till they actually come out.
20th of December.
That's kind of how I feel about Mufasa,
God.
actually. And that's one of the things that put lower on my list is
Yeah. I'm actually teaching a class called Original versus Remake, and in the class
Remakes are
we're going to end up watching The Lion King original and remake. I saw the remake in
Remakes
theaters. I wanted my money back.
The remake's
Like,
better
stop
than the
playing-
original.
No,
So
it's
did
not.
everybody.
I think
You
remakes are
serious?
better than originals. We need more remakes in
goodness.
Hollywood.
You name me a remake that's better than the original. Go.
Honestly,
Little Mermaid, Lion King, Beauty and the
Little
Beast.
Little
Mermaid.
Mermaid.
What?
Lion King. What are you talking about?
I keep going.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
he's
didn't-
tro- guys, stop. He's trolling. Let's move on with
I'm
this.
not trolling. I think
Ah.
remakes are better than the originals.
you almost got us.
trolling.
I also think
It's
sequels are
bait.
better than the originals too.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm the Tom Hardy gif from Mad Max. That's bait.
Yeah.
It's not bait, it's true. I'm telling you.
Okay, all right.
So with that being said, Zach's pick is going to be I think it's the third or fourth movie on his list, which hasn't been taken yet. Twisters.
Oh, I forgot that's happening. Which is meant to be a sequel remake, isn't it?
I just don't think it's gonna make money because it seems like a dumb movie, but you know.
I think it's just a sequel. To be fair,
Twisters.
I
Well,
think
what's it a
so.
sequel to? Is it a sequel to Twisters?
Yeah.
Or Twister?
Sequel to Twister.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a sequel
Which,
to
by the
Twisters.
way, is
Terrible
a
marketing.
movie that terrified me as a child. More
Oh
than
my
those.
god. Yes.
So what you're telling me is you're gonna bring your poor child to Twisters.
I didn't
That's what it
say
sounds
that,
like.
but I should because my dad brought me to Signs in theaters, and that scared me. to
Oh,
death.
why would he do that?
Whoa.
It grew me as a man a little bit. So yeah, I might have to. We'll see.
Okay, so
I don't think I saw it.
The poor child who's gonna have to watch Twisters.
You put that on me.
Morgan.
It's a remake. It's a
It's a
remake.
remake.
Okay.
Then you
Oh,
definitely want to bring your poor child to that.
No one from the original film, original story, all together.
Okay.
Wait, but that's not a remake. They have to cheaply retell the old story, but with new people.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: it's called Twisters, so there's 2 Twisters this time.
There was always 2 Twisters.
They're upping the ante a little bit.
I haven't even seen the first one, so I can't
You gotta
comment
watch.
on this.
It's like a movie. I kind of
Yeah, you should watch it.
I'm pretty sure it's a bad movie by every empirical standard, but
Okay,
you know.
whatever. Says the guy who's about to pick Madam Web. Go on.
I haven't done it yet. I'm holding because I know no one's gonna touch it, so it's okay. Morgan, your turn. You back to back.
Okay, so I get back.
Pick Madam Web.
If you do, I'm gonna never forgive you. That's my movie, man. Can't touch it.
All right, my 4th pick. I guess since I don't think I have any kids movies, I'm gonna pick the movie If.
Imaginary Friends.
About Imaginary Friends. John Krasinski, Ryan Reynolds.
That's a great trailer.
Just thinking back to like Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, and I think I saw the trailer for that movie and just kind of, I don't know. I'm just kind of have like Rotten Tomatoes most anticipated movies of 2024, and then I'm like, oh, If. Okay. Okay, so that's my 4th pick. My 5th pick, a movie that we don't know a whole lot about.
Don't do it.
I'm gonna go with Mickey 17.
That's a good pick. I like it. It's
a terrible pick. It's gonna tank
not.
your score.
No, it's not.
It's gonna be destroyed by critics who are all paid by Disney. It is going to be buried. I'm telling you.
I mean, I'm only picking
insane.
it because you see, people kept on sleeping on Robert Pattinson because most people have this image of him as Edward from Twilight. But post 2012, post 2012, all right, hear me out. He had a stellar acting career, but he went the independent route. I mean, like Lighthouse. He was in some astronaut movie, then he did the
Bong
Batman.
Joon-ho, guys. And here's the thing: Parasite did not do great because it was an international film. Americans are not going to watch it. This is not an international. This is Bong Joon-ho doing the best filmmaking on the planet with an English-speaking script. You can't do better than that, in my opinion. This is a good pick.
Didn't he do Snowpiercer?
He did.
Yeah. Okay. So what's your point?
Okja. Memories of Murder.
I think you kind of put yourself in a hole when you said all that stuff, and then Snowpiercer still exists as a film.
Hey, that did spawn a TV show.
Parasite, though. Parasite.
What about Snowpiercer? Snowpiercer is an English film.
Parasite is the movie for people that aren't movie fans that think they are movie fans, right? The casual, it's casual movie.
Yes, it's a highly overrated awards bait movie. Yeah,
exactly, and I think that boosts this movie.
Yeah,
but Parasite came out, and so did Snowpiercer.
Yeah.
So
and
also remember, all the critics are paid by Disney, so you know.
Okay, look, I just saw the 30-second teaser trailer for it, and then I had to literally look it up, and it just sounds like a pretty cool
it's a dumb
premise.
movie idea.
Colonize the ice world of Nilf Ice.
You might have a winner on that.
No, I'm rooting for that movie to fail.
It's a good pick.
Anything that attacks Disney. Morgan, did you pick your second one?
Oh yeah, it was If and Mickey 17.
Yeah. Zach's movie. I think I know what it is. Yep.
Please tell me you did.
Oh, The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Oh, with Henry Cavill.
That's not even on my list. I felt like I had a pretty long list. I don't even have that on my list. I don't know what that is, actually.
It's a dumb movie with Henry Cavill.
It's
really bad.
Henry Cavill.
Oh, my Guy Ritchie.
Brutally killing Nazis.
I like the sound of it.
Yeah. But didn't Guy Ritchie have a movie last year, like The Covenant or something, that didn't do well with Jake Gyllenhaal?
Guy Ritchie has one terrible movie every year. This is just going to be this year's version of the terrible movie. Is this because he does the same movie every year, and it gets worse and worse. So this is just going to be the next version of that. It's kind of unfortunate because he's kind of gone you have those directors now who just do those like terrible movies, and they just kind of happen. And they're like, yeah, just kind of M. Night Shyamalan, right? Like, okay, he's gonna have some terrible movie that's overcomplicated, to try to save his career, and it's just gonna be bad.
Old
right?
is good.
I like Knock the Cabin.
The other Peele is the other one. He has another terrible movie every year after Get Out. He just kind of progressively gets worse.
Okay, next.
It's true though. If you look,
Move
at
on.
it.
Okay,
Next.
look. We need a new host for Fantasy Movie League next year, guys.
Yeah.
I got it. I'm on it.
Thank
Please.
you, Michael.
Okay, Sisters United. If you're listening, Two Black Nerds. Anybody?
They could all come this way. They don't want to. I'm saying. Oh look, all I'm saying is that some directors just they have their big moment and then they just kind of make progressively worse movies of the same, trying to recapture that magic, and it doesn't work.
Anyway, who's next?
Okay, all right.
Okay, Mr. Rand.
Mine is, because it's only right around the corner, is Ghostbusters.
Damn it, I don't like you.
I wanted to.
Uh,
I actually wanted to pick that one.
I think as this one's back in New York and the team looks like they're going to be a lot more in it in the trailer.
Yeah, that was.
I mean, I'm not going to watch it, but it seems like a movie that might make some like $500. And I mean that, like $500. I don't. The first one bombed, didn't it?
No, yeah,
It came out during COVID.
Afterlife.
Yeah, but that wasn't a good movie. No
Afterlife.
one's gonna watch it anyways.
I saw it in theaters. I liked it.
Yeah.
That was gonna be one of my picks, actually. I completely forgot about Ghostbusters Frozen Empire because it was one of my picks last year, and then it got delayed. So like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's W for
Now
you.
it's my turn,
like,
which means I gotta go
you-
a little bit crazy here.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that's right.
Roadhouse.
No, I'm not dumb. I have to win, remember?
Beekeeper.
Now, I'm
Isn't it
not
already out?
Yeah, I know.
entirely sure this movie's even coming out.
I wanted
He's
to pick
gonna pick
Argyle.
Adam Webb.
Oh no!
Well,
Everybody
Wait.
cover your ears.
I need to make sure this movie's actually coming out this year.
Cover your ears.
It's supposed to. Okay, I'm not picking that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing this. I'm not.
If
picking
you're not
this.
sure, you shouldn't. pick
Nosferatu.
it.
I'm.
Nosferatu. Nosferatu.
Okay, this one's definitely okay. Yeah, I'm doing this one. Because apparently we all forget what makes money nowadays. Things that appeal to the dumbest of us all, right? So, with that being said, Transformers 1 is going to be picked.
Oh,
It's
that's
a-
next for me, baby.
That's happening?
I was taking
Transformers
it
1?
if you didn't.
Oh my
Good
god!
pick. I'm proud of that pick. Good job.
I'll never get rid of that garbage.
Khalil,
I
I
know.
actually agree with a lot of your picks this year. I'm kind of shocked. I don't know. Did you get are you on crazy pills now? What's going on?
Well, so what I decided to do, I said, okay, let me just find all the people who are starring in movies who I despise. Chris Hemsworth, Chris Pratt, and
All the
pick
Chris's.
them.
That's a good idea. Go against your best instincts and then pick that movie. Yeah, that's
Because
the one.
apparently what I learned last year was the things that I like and the people I hate, everyone else seems to like. So if I do the opposite, then I'm going to be successful.
Okay.
Just hearing Chris Hemsworth play Optimus Prime.
It's going to be
What?
disastrous and awful and garbage, but it's okay.
Why?
Yeah.
Can we just stop making Transformers movies?
Right?
I stopped watching after Age of Extinction.
The only good Transformers movie ever was Bumblebee.
I don't watch Transformers movies. I'm not gonna lie.
The only
yourself a
reason
world of pain,
Bumblebee was good was because of there was an actor who could act
Because
in
John-
a movie.
John Cena. You got it.
No.
Perfect.
Nope,
John
the other
Cena.
one. Try again.
Yes.
Try again.
John Cena.
Yeah, John Cena.
No,
John
try
Cena.
again. Who was the main character of that movie? It wasn't John Cena, I'll tell you
The
that.
car.
I have to look it. up.
The car. yeah, it
The
is.
car.
It wasn't the
You're
car.
not
either,
wrong.
actually.
It was
You're
the
not
car.
It was the girl
in
trying to
a-
have sex with the car.
In a literal sense, yeah, it was the car.
It-
Oh,
no, it
Haley
was the
Steinfeld.
girl trying to have sex with the car.
Haley Steinfeld.
Huh. I don't think we watched the same film.
I think we did. That's all I got from the movie.
Dylan O'Brien.
Wow.
It's kind of like how all I got from that Guillermo del Toro movie, the fish sex movie. Was that
Shape of Water?
fish?
The fish.
The Shape of Water.
That's
That's
what
the
you
one,
were
yeah, fish
rooting
sex
for
movie.
in that movie.
I remember it scarred me. I watched it and I saw so much fish sex. I was like, "What's going on here?"
Haley Steinfeld. That's who was
Seinfeld,
in it.
yeah.
That's the girl trying to have sex with the car. Also
What?
in Hawkeye, not trying to have sex with the car.
And
And
Across the
in the
Spider-Man.
Marvels. She's in the Marvels too. Don't forget that.
She's there
Right.
for 1 second. Otherwise,
A
she.
movie that I
By the way,
seen.
by
And
the
that was
way,
the hottest-
a true movie star who picks up the box office of a movie. I'll tell you that.
And that was the hottest second of the entire movie.
That's true. He's not wrong. Okay, it's my turn. I think I'm ready.
Wasn't terrible.
I'm ready, but are you guys ready for me? That's the
Yeah.
question.
You have nothing left to choose. You're trying to create something.
I mean,
No, I have 2 picks that I feel like are going to be in my top 10 movies of next year.
You're lying.
Mhm.
No,
mean
I'm
this
not
year?
lying.
I don't
Okay.
believe you.
It's one. Actually, they're both from franchises that I absolutely adore. I think that I don't think they're going to do great, but they should do great.
I know exactly what you're gonna pick.
Tell me what. Okay, go ahead, reveal it.
Star Trek 4.
What the
What?
fuck? Sorry,
I don't know.
I don't know if I can cuss on here, but what the fuck are you talking about?
I sworn like
I'm not a Star Trek fan. My podcast is called Stark Wars.
literally called Stark Wars.
In the name.
I
Dark
just assumed
Tower.
you're gonna pick things I hate, and so
I'm picking the Quiet Place movie.
Yes.
You just picked another movie I hate. Okay.
Okay.
Wow,
That will
okay,
make
that's a
money.
weird
That's
take.
actually a solid pick, Michael. Yeah.
Here's another one, and this is one that, like, on paper I don't think it'll do well, but I have a lot of hope for it. I feel like it's going to be lifted up by the reviews a lot. I don't know the full name, but it is the Lord of the Rings animated movie.
You
Ah,
suck. I don't like you.
That's got a really long title, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I
Whoa.
couldn't tell you what it is.
Rohirrim.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
go.
heard that-
I'll be there opening night. I'm excited. I love Lord of the Rings.
I will
so-
not watch that movie unless someone drags me to watch it, which might happen.
I haven't watched a single Lord of the Rings movie.
What?
I've
What?
I've-
I mean,
I've-
at least I've
read
seen
The
them.
Hobbit. The
I
Hobbit.
was
want
sleeping while I was
was
watching them, but
slow.
I've seen them.
Just do the original trilogy extended. That's it.
It's so good.
I don't have 15 hours.
I was
but I
wa-
heard
I was
you
watching-
You do have the time. I promise you, you do.
I was watching Lord of the Rings while like falling in and out of sleep because of how bored I was, but it's okay.
I think
At least
Fellowship.
he watched it.
Yeah, I think Fellowship of the Ring came out the same year I was born.
Shut up. Don't say that.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Wow.
My bad, guys. I'm sorry.
God.
But didn't Rings of Power get bad reviews or something for being
All
diverse?
the Lord of the Rings are
This is
overrated.
different. This is
That's a TV
is
show.
Lord of the Rings as Star Wars Visions is to Star Wars, right? And I know that didn't get a theatrical release, but it is like in my mind, it's a completely different thing.
So, do you want me to give my opinion on Star Wars Visions now or no?
Absolutely
who's
not.
next pick?
Because if it's negative, I don't want to hear it.
No,
I'm
it's Star Wars Visions is not bad.
Okay, good. Next.
Not great. but
I mean, who knows?
So-
The Lord of the Rings movie might actually do good.
no. So I'm in a weird spot here.
We know.
So
All right.
see, there's movies that I don't like. There's like the majority of the movies that are left
We know that too.
are movies I don't like.
Times you gonna say this? Like, just
I gotta remind everyone that I'm picking things I don't like for the sake of winning. Okay.
oh my goodness.
So I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place, and when I'm stuck in that kind of situation, I choose movies that make me feel comfortable.
Which is
I'm going for it now. Madam Web,
Web!
let's go.
I gotta say, I know Venom went early, and I do see the merit in it, but this is my number one Sony Marvel movie, so
Madam Web, let's go. Can I tell you something? Do you know what makes people go watch a movie? I'll tell you. I'll be honest. I'll be honest with you guys. Okay.
Sydney Sweeney. That's what makes you go watch a movie.
Well, not only her, Dakota Johnson.
What?
All I'm saying is, if you rise to fame through being naked on screen, people are going to go watch your movie. I'm sorry, but
No,
that's just the reality.
Well, work for Kim Kardashian.
I don't know if she makes money.
Golly. That's okay.
That was
Okay.
that one.
I didn't realize that we was gonna
Look,
take it to that.
They're the two most powerful
That's a
things.
different box office, I think.
That's a that's a whole nother.
The two most powerful things to drive people to the movies are animated characters and sex appeal. So if you have one of those things, or Disney, that's the third thing.
All right, so that's why Fall Guy will do so well.
Which one? The sex appeal
Yeah.
or the kids?
I think I had you guys for that one.
Can we not say these things in the same sentence?
Please, please, please.
Now, who's the next pick?
You.
Oh,
Yes,
good.
it's you.
We're gonna make the kids.
No.
Oh my
Please don't
god.
pick the movie I think I got.
We're all going to jail. It's okay. It'll be worth it.
My next pick, which I think it will still do well to a degree, and I think you all might.
You're gonna pick Craven. I know you're gonna pick Craven.
No, I was actually gonna pick Alien Romulus.
Oh, not even on my list. Okay.
That wasn't even on my list either.
Yes, amen.
I'm excited for that movie, but it's not something I consider to be. I just didn't have it on my. Nothing negative against it. I just didn't have it on my list.
Oh, that's what I think. I think just the Alien franchise will still bring in money. Don't know how much, but
Yeah. How
Something.
many Alien movies are there?
5. 1, 2,
Gotta be
3.
more than that.
No, sorry, it's 6. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Prometheus, if you count that. Alien, Covenant, and then this one.
You don't
And
count
then
the
there's-
Alien vs Predator.
Alien vs Predator, 8.
That's the one that I own. I've only seen 1 and 2.
Alien.
Alien and Aliens.
Yeah,
only two I've seen.
that's all you need to watch.
So I've been told.
Now with that being
I've been told the
said-
same thing about the Terminator franchise. Just watch 1 and 2.
Salvation, you can put in there.
Salvation.
I haven't
I
seen
heard it was
any
really-
Terminator movies.
I heard
What?
Salvation was
You
really bad.
The first Terminator movie I'm gonna see is Madam Web.
What?
What? We having 2 different conversations.
Yeah.
Madam Web's a Terminator movie.
We having
Just
2
watch.
separate conversations.
No, we're in the same conversation.
Okay, moving on.
Who's your next pick? Or do I get a second one?
No, you don't get a second one.
No.
Zach's next pick is the next pick, and we're going to the end of his list for this one, or close to the end of his list for this one, and he's going to be picking Civil War.
What?
No! I know nothing about that movie.
I don't
That was
either, but I
actually-
think it's going to make a ton of money, and I don't think
Alex
he's wrong for picking it.
Garland, director of 28
Yo.
Days Later, Annihilation. This guy,
Oh.
man, which kind of sucked. That's probably his worst movie. This guy is a great filmmaker. I'm super excited for.
But why would people
War.
watch it?
That was actually on my list.
It's politically relevant.
Who
I
cares
don't
about
say that to like it actually matters, but
Kirsten Dunst.
Oh, that's why people are going to watch it. There we go. You could have just said that. Just let it
Yeah,
die.
I mean, Kirsten Dunst, and also it's almost like, what if we had a modern day Civil War? It's like I think
Unless
even
Iron
like,
Man and Captain America headlining it, it's not gonna be a good movie.
I was gonna say you can already hear my review. So Cap wasn't in it. There was no Iron Man, and this was just horrible.
I mean,
You know what?
that's gonna be my review.
I feel like it's perfectly timed. Like it's coming out in 2024, an election year. I feel like there's just maybe a
Alex-
bit of a political agenda behind this.
And
Alex Garland makes good art house cinema, and I feel like this could
It's
be
gonna
the
win
movie-
every Oscar.
I
Yeah.
feel like this could be the movie that brings him more into like the casual moviegoers, in my opinion. So I like
it's
it.
A24's most expensive film too, with 50 million.
That's
So-
a big pull.
I mean,
I am gonna say
A24.
this. I am deeply offended that you don't think that Ex Machina and Dread brought him into the mainstream.
I don't think they did. What
No.
did Ex Machina do at the box office? It
Ex
wasn't
Machina and Dread are the two most popular movies ever made.
Ex Machina was on
ever
a budget-
made. What are you talking about?
Ever made.
$50 million to make it, and only $37 million at the box office.
Yikes.
All that made.
What about Dread?
Dread. No, Dread was a failure because it didn't get a sequel.
It didn't need a sequel. It was a perfect movie by itself.
Budget between 30 to 45 million with a box office of 41 million.
Oh,
I
Dread.
disagree with those numbers. Those are bad
You
numbers.
can't disagree with
80%.
facts. Okay.
I absolutely can.
80% tomato meter score.
Yeah, 80% of Rotten Tomatoes, huh? Yeah. If you go say, do you know, have you seen the movie Dread? More people say yes than if you say, have you seen...
I haven't seen Dread.
I haven't
by the way.
seen it.
I've heard of it.
I've definitely
And I've
heard
heard
of
of-
it, but I
And I've heard of
I've
Dread as well.
I've seen the
That's
original.
disappointing. I'm disappointed in all of you. With that, okay, so who's
now
next?
you know how it feels to
Morgan.
be disappointed in your podcasting
All
friend.
right. Well, actually, are we on bonus picks now?
I don't know. I'm not counting. I should
Just
probably
keep-
count, right?
We should keep going. I mean, I only have 8 more picks on my list, so
Okay.
Wait, how many have we actually? Hold on, let me count.
I think we've done 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Because I've actually been
No,
been
you're
writing
right.
mine down.
no,
Yes.
you're right. I think you're right.
This is everyone's 6th pick. So we got 2 more. Well, this one and the next one. Yeah.
Okay, so there's 6 regular picks and then 1 bonus.
No, we're not doing bonuses now. We're just gonna let people drop movies if they don't come out.
Okay, so 7 picks total.
7 picks total.
7 picks total. Okay. Sweet. So for my 6th pick, I am going with a franchise that you've all overlooked and hasn't come
No.
up at all. Karate Kid.
Wow.
I
That's
didn't overlook
right.
it. I looked at it and I
Yes.
crossed it off my list. Yeah.
I mean, I realize I've intentionally put this like so
Hmm.
low on the list. Like I definitely wanted, I mean, I got 5 other picks in case this one doesn't come to fruition. But I just saw the teaser for it. I mean, they've got Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
I love
I was
love
a
the
fan
original.
of Karate Kid.
Really?
No.
I
don't
think
know.
it's,
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a good hit actually. They're bringing both franchises together.
Yeah,
And
that's my
it's-
question. Is it tied into the Netflix?
Which
Because if it
yeah.
is, I think that helps a lot. But is
Yeah.
it tied into the Netflix
Yeah.
Cobra Kai stuff?
Wait, are those connected?
I don't know.
I
That's
did.
what I'm
I
asking.
did see an article. I think it was on like Screen Rant. It said something about like how Cobra Kai is going into its 6th and final season, and then the ending of season 6 is going to be like a prelude into the upcoming movie. So maybe they're merging the universes. Who knows? In my film elective, we watched the first movie we watched was the Karate Kid, and then the Karate Kid remake. So yeah, Karate
Because, like,
Kid,
they
and
made-
then
Didn't they make like 4 sequels to the Karate Kid? Do those count? I don't know. Have they
There's
universe?
three Karate Kids and one Karate Girl.
then
but
the next Karate Kid.
There's a Karate Girl movie.
Yeah,
Plus the 2010.
next
Wasn't there a
Karate Kid.
2010 reboot or like a
Yeah.
2015?
I don't know
movie?
Yeah,
anything about the
2010.
Karate
Yeah, and then
Kid
the
universe.
2010 remake with Jaden Smith.
yeah.
Karate
And so that
Uh,
counts too. So they're all connected, and then that's connected to the Netflix show with called Cobra Kai.
Karate Girl.
Yeah.
It's unclear.
There was a Karate
Um,
Girl.
So any martial arts thing is all connected. So is Disney's Kicking It gonna be connected too, or no?
Oh God. So my next pick is
I'm not gonna
Nas-
get an answer on this one. Okay, fine.
so my
I don't
next
know.
pick since Zach has chosen Civil War, which was going to be my next pick, Nosferatu.
I hope you're
I
right.
mean,
I hope you're right.
I've seen the original German silent film from like 1922
Of course you have.
or something. So apparently this is a remake of the. Apparently it's a remake of the 1920s film. You know, it's directed by Robert Eggers. It stars Bill Skarsgård, Lily Rose Depp, Nicholas
Nice.
Hoult. So it's got a cast. Aaron Taylor Johnson,
Willem
who
Dafoe too, right?
Willem Dafoe, yeah,
That's right. Oh, I've seen the photo of him with the.
comes out Christmas.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my.
Okay, Zach's pick. His last pick. It's going to be Challengers, the movie with Zendaya having sex.
Damn
with
it!
people. Yeah.
That was my next pick.
By the
I heard-
way, he
heard about
understands
that
what
one.
makes money clearly because
Speaking of sex appeal and children,
Mhm.
Whoa! I thought we were not.
All right.
Whoa.
You
Okay.
said it, not me.
Okay.
You said
Oh my
it.
goodness.
See, and now what you've done, which is you've allowed me to clip this and not clip the other one.
Man,
my
I'm
God.
about to.
do not take
Thank you.
anything I say out of context because all
See,
of it was
I was gonna
Please.
clip myself,
FCC
and
for
now I
listening.
can clip you doing it. It's great.
Can
I'm
you
kidding. I'm
can
not
you
gonna
pick a
do that.
movie that can you pick a movie that might come out
Yeah.
that has
It's not gonna
no-
get.
Well, you'll be able to drop movies, so you can pick something that probably won't come out.
Okay, all right. Then I've got my next pick. If it's me,
Okay. I see.
if it's me.
I think it's you.
So it is you, yes.
Ah,
Yep.
this is if obviously Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Wow.
It's not coming out this year, but
It's still
I
it's
didn't
still
think
it's still got 2024, but it's got nothing.
No official release date.
No official
But by
release
the
date.
way, see, this is the thing that's hilarious about this, right? If this is a gamble you're taking, right, and if you're right, you're gonna be laughing at all.
I'll
this.
win.
That's so true. That's gonna be a big
Like this is
pick.
your very like your seventh round pick is this is the Brock Purdy of like the of movies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I'll take that.
Oh, that's probably not good because it's just.
But if it does come out this year, I feel like Beyond the Spider-Verse is probably still gonna make bank. I mean, Across the Spider-Verse.
It's gonna
failed,
amazing.
but it's okay because that's it. This is gonna be even bigger because they're gonna promote it more. I don't think it's coming out this year. I think with the actors now having a union, I don't think it's happening. Or the animators start having a union, I don't think it's gonna happen. They haven't even started animating it yet. It's gonna take time, and now they can strike if they don't like the working conditions. So,
Well,
and by the way,
initially, I want to say it was supposed to have the release date of Ghostbusters: Frozen Empire, which is now
Yes.
set for March. But now,
Yeah.
Beyond the Spider-Verse, like you said, Lee, I just looked it up. It says it's coming out in 2024, but it has no official release date. And
No.
what was its release date has now that place has been taken by Ghostbusters: Frozen Empire. So, but yeah, whenever it does come out, it's gonna.
so
Who's next?
I am not sure what to do here. So much so, actually, that I think we might do a bonus round so I can pick both these movies because I kind of.
Oh no!
Yeah.
funny how you can just change the rules to benefit
Right?
you.
You guys all have.
Yeah. Let's see what we're doing here.
We'll vote on it after, anyways.
Yeah.
So everything's made up and the points don't matter.
Yeah.
Wow.
You set me up for that one, Mike. You set me up for that one, Michael. Everything's made up and the points don't matter.
I don't know because I don't like movies.
Patience,
that
Tyler, do you care?
We know.
And so I'm choosing between, a rock and another hard place. But there are also like a whole bunch of these cool flyer movies, right? So I'm gonna go. And again, this is on the if it comes out this year. Because it probably won't. I'm going with Legally Blonde 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was a movie that was coming.
It's
so.
They're making a third.
It's got a release date for this year at some point. I don't believe it's coming out, but at the same time, I'm taking it.
Not only do I not believe it's coming out, but I also don't believe it'll do anything.
Yeah, I don't think it'll do shit.
Legally
But
Blonde.
I get it. We're low. That's fair.
Another movie that came out the year I was born. That's
Michael,
three
you can
times.
go for your potentially last pick, but also potentially second last pick, depending on how we decide. If we decide to do one more round.
What?
Next.
I've got a lot of picks. I still have 8 picks. Nobody picked it. I said 8 before. Nobody picked them. And I'm not even gonna go with my number one. I'm gonna go with one that I feel like might just be a pop hit. And it is. I don't know if it's a reboot. I don't know if it's a sequel. I have no idea. But it is a familiar name. So I'm gonna go with The Strangers. I don't know if it's The Strangers.
What's that about?
I don't know. It's a horror movie. People love horror movies.
Do they?
Yeah.
They do.
Stranger. Okay.
What's it called? Stranger. I think it's called. It has a subtitle, but I don't know what it is.
The Strangers Chapter 1.
There you go. Yeah, I think it's a reboot.
Yeah.
And Strangers Pray at Night. The only Strangers movie I've seen is Strangers Pray at Night. It's a genuinely good horror movie. I really liked it. I feel like this could be a surprising hit if it is good.
I think it still will. Do you have two, or who's next?
Oh, do I need to go again?
Oh yes. Oh yeah. So let's. Does everyone want to just do one more for the fun?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, like I
Michael,
said,
go.
I've got picks here.
Because I've got like 3 things on my list which haven't been touched yet. So
Now, who's next?
Michael goes again.
Yeah, I'm just gonna tell you. I'm gonna speak out loud because it doesn't matter. This is my final pick. It doesn't matter what you guys pick after me.
Yeah.
In order, what I have is Saw 11, Craven, the Borderlands movie, Demon Slayer, Bob Marley, One Love, Ordinary Angels, and The Forge.
Damn,
And-
Well, you didn't have the Bad Boys sequel on there?
Fuck no.
That's happening?
Yep. My next
just
one was going to be
reading-
Borderlands.
I'm reading my list. I don't think I'm gonna pick Borderlands. Are we? This is worldwide box office, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick the Demon Slayer movie.
Smart.
I don't know a lot about it. I don't know anything about anime or this franchise in particular, but I do know it's big and it could do a lot of numbers overseas. So yeah, let's go with Demon Slayer.
That's very interesting.
Now, I would love to see you guys see if anyone picks the other movies I named.
Well, that was none of the movies you named were on my list.
Interesting.
My list was a little bit more fun, exotic.
All right. All right.
So my list was like, which Arthur the King, The Amateur, and then a bunch of things that I don't like. There's like some untitled Disney movie. There's Den of Thieves 2, Sesame Street, which I might actually pick, and then Harold and the Purple Crayon, which is the other one I'm kind of looking at. And Borderlands is just there, but I'm not going to pick it. And oh yeah, Star Trek 4, which I said before. I mean, I'm really stuck between Harold and the Purple Crayon and Sesame Street, because if you're telling me there's a movie that could be the feel-good movie of the year and could be a movie which is rakes in the money because of the IP, almost Barbie-esque, it would be Sesame Street. And it pains me to say Barbie-esque. That sounds yeah. My feelings on that movie.
The Sesame Street movie coming? I didn't even know.
Yeah, like there's a Sesame Street. I'm learning so much today.
I did
guys.
not even know that was a thing.
I'm learning
Well,
so much.
Like
why I love
Sesame
Wismico.
Street could actually do what Barbie did, but do it better because people like Sesame Street and people are hating on Elmo already, which means it's working. Did you not see that? There's some guy who's hating on Elmo on TV.
Nah. Elmo is a hero.
I agree. So I'm gonna go with Sesame Street.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Sesame Street. No, I'm not. I'm going with Harold and Purple Crayon. I'm lying. Look, if there's a book which I read as a little kid, that was the one. So
Funny how
I
you can
trust
just switch
it
it.
well. I still have that book somewhere.
All right.
Funny how we can.
Is Morgan's last pick?
It's your turn, Mr. Rant.
All right. Well, my pick, you guys haven't said, and that's the red one.
What's that?
And that's with The Rock and
Oh, red one. Yes.
and Ryan Reynolds. And it's a Christmas movie coming out in November,
Oh.
and it's got Jonah Jameson in it. Where he looks absolutely jacked.
So
yeah.
that I did lie to you. I do know what that movie is, and I was looking at it. the problem is I don't like The Rock, and there's like some things I can't choose. Some people I just can't choose, no matter how much of a box office draw they may be. Also, thankfully, Black Adam kind of skewered the narrative that The Rock can draw people in with garbage movies. So
It's true.
Bold choice, choosing two people who normally when they act gets people to
Oh.
run away.
Sorry, not Ryan Reynolds. It's Chris Evans.
Chris Evans.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I would never insult Ryan
J.K.
Reynolds.
Simmons plays Santa Claus. And look, I didn't say it's going to be a good movie. I just said it probably will make money.
I don't even know if that's true.
At least
the other
one
one-
person will go. So
The other movie I forgot about was Terrifier 3, which could like be a cult, could be a cult.
Those
Great
movies are
movie.
effed up. Those movies are
Yeah,
effed
but
up.
that has a cult audience. Like the Terrifier movies have a cult
Yeah.
audience, which is
Yeah.
they're dedicated and they will make it make money. Morgan or Zach, I guess next. Zach didn't have one, so I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna forego Zach's pick, and I'm gonna let him choose afterwards because it's not like he's got one person after him, so it's not like he's gonna lose something he really wanted. So Morgan, go ahead.
All right, so close out Fantasy Movie League 2024. My very last pick is a movie that I think was initially supposed to come out in January, but has now been pushed back to Valentine's Day. Bob Marley, One Love.
that was
While everybody else is watching Madam Web, Bob Marley, One Love. I mean, it's a biopic about Bob Marley, who was very influential. Unfortunately, he died very young.
27, wasn't it?
He's in his 30s. He's like 30 something.
Probably like 31.
But yeah, I mean, about how he overcame adversity to become the most famous reggae musician in the world. Actually, the country that I'm in, reggae is really big out here in Micronesia. So that just goes to show like the influence that he's had just in the world. Plus, I mean, the cast. You got Kingsley Ben-Adir, Lashana Lynch, James Norton. So it's got a pretty stacked cast. Kingsley Ben-Adir, who was recently in Barbie and also Secret Invasion. He's been around. Lashana Lynch, who's coming off of the Marvels. I think she was in No Time to Die as well. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think the Marvels probably the last thing I saw her in. But yeah, I think that one might be a sleeper hit this year.
It's interesting because you're going to have two different people going to theater. You're going to tell all the people that are going to see Madam Web, and you're going to be telling all the people that are going to see the Bob Marley.
I'm telling you right now, Madam Web will make more money than Bob Marley. But
Are you serious?
Oh yeah.
I think I agree. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Madam Web might be the best movie of the year.
Unfortunately, I'm agreeing with you. Not that you're right.
Yeah, I mean,
I think because of Spider-Man. If Madam Web had nothing to do with Spider-Man, Bob Marley would.
Hold on. Bob Marley's going to get the boost from the fact that it's Bob Marley and people apparently like Bob Marley.
I mean, let's look at I don't know. I'm not like my box office historian hat is not on, but like musical biopics, they don't do great, do they?
So Bohemian Rhapsody did really well, right? So the music biopics are weird. You've got the very high ones, Bohemian Rhapsody, Rocket Man did really well. Then you have the weird low ones, which are like Spinning Gold. You've got some of the other ones, which are kind of in the lower tier, right? I feel like Bob Marley as a musician is probably in the lower tier than in the upper tier. Like again, with all due respect to the movie, I don't think it's a Bohemian Rhapsody. I don't think it's a Rocket
It's worth.
Man.
I'll say I think it's still worth picking at this stage. Like if you picked it first, I would.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I'm just saying, I don't think it's gonna be like a big marquee, massive movie. I think it's gonna probably be in the Spinning Gold tier of like, it'll go theaters for a little bit, people will watch it, and then it'll go away.
I mean, I saw one trailer for it last year, and then saw a poster for it in Guam, and so
I thought it was supposed to come out last year, but I think it was delayed.
No, it was set for I think January the 12th of this year.
I thought it was delayed even more though. I thought it was delayed initially. It was for like end of last year, and it was delayed even more to January, and then delayed even more to now. So
maybe it was.
Now I do have a question for you guys. Well, we have to do actors. which is still a part of this, and broke. By the way, the actors thing broke the tie between Morgan and Zach. So relatively useful tool. Yeah. So do you want to? We're just gonna go and we'll let Michael go first. I've been mean to him.
Please don't let me go first, actually, because I'm not prepared for this at all.
Fine.
I would let me do some research. I didn't know we were doing actors. I'm not gonna lie.
Neither did I.
Me neither. To be honest, like
I thought we were just doing movies.
Do you guys not read? I sent you the whole list of everything.
When did you do?
you didn't send a list of actors.
I just sent the list of actors. Said that we're doing actors at the end. Of like the long list of movies. It put in the bottom.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I would say like what an actor we think was going to make most bank.
No, which actor is going to end up being the biggest name basically in the so we're using
How do you
IMDb.
quantify that?
So the IMDb top 100 list at the end of the year, the actor at the top of that list, or the top, like depending on how high up on that list you are, is the more points. It's still a minor amount compared to the movies, but it's just a good. And then it's how many movies were you in, and a few other things. But the biggest thing is the IMDb list because it kind of shows who's been hot throughout the year.
I'm
guess
looking. I'm thinking.
I have.
I probably would say maybe either Ryan Reynolds or
It's up there, yeah.
Tom Holland's girlfriend.
Zendaya. Wow.
Yeah, Zendaya, because of Challenges in Dune.
Yeah.
True.
I feel like there are people that aren't in a lot of movies, but they're gonna be hot no matter what. Like Timothy Chalamet, Sydney Sweeney, like
Jenna Ortega.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Aaron Taylor Johnson because I'm just looking at I'm just looking at my picks. He's in 2 of my picks, Fall Guy and I think Nosferatu. But yeah, Aaron Taylor Johnson, and I want to say Ryan Reynolds, but like I don't.
I think you guys are looking at the wrong person from Challengers, but
I still don't know what Challengers is, so.
But girl falls in love with 2 tennis players, and she wants to bang both. She ruins her career.
He does bang both.
I see that movie.
Yeah. Okay, is it based on a true story? Or?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Okay, so what's the order here? Am I going first? I'll pick somebody if that's.
Well, you do one.
Oh,
we do 2. So you'll do one. I'll go back around to you, and you'll do another one.
Jesus Christ. I'm gonna go. Oh God, this is really tough. I felt like last year there was a few. Like I had like 5 or 6 names that they were in a bunch of movies. I felt there's not a lot of reoccurring actors.
It's a weird year.
Yeah.
So again, I feel like I just have to go off somebody that I think is just gonna be hot in general. I'll go with Timothy Chalamet. I guess
Makes sense.
I don't know if that's an awards thing though. That's
he's popular,
but he's not going to get nominated for anything. That's my issue. But
yeah,
that's the only thing.
He's got nothing else coming out next year.
He's somebody that's always being talked about, which is kind of like that's my thing. It's like I don't know if quantity matters as much as quality in this instance.
I'm just gonna think, who would people talk? And you're right, people would talk about him, especially because Dune could literally dominate the conversation all year.
Yeah. And if Deadpool 3 flops hard, then I can't go for Hugh Jackman or Ryan Reynolds. I'm scared. I'm scared about those types of choices.
I'm surprised you haven't picked the person who I thought you were going to pick.
Who?
Your apparently favorite actor since,
Oh, Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
I almost said Pedro. My pullback was I don't know. There's no Mandalorian season coming out this year.
No Mandalorian, no Last of Us.
Yeah. So
R.I.P.
That pulls
Carl
back
Weathers.
a little bit. Yeah, R&B.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I'm gonna go with a little bit of an out there one. Kaylee Spaney. I don't think I said that
Who?
right. She was
Who?
in she was Priscilla Presley in that movie. She's gonna be in Alien Romulus, and
What's her
then
name?
and the other Alien films and Alex Garland's Civil War.
Okay. I mean,
Oh.
I don't
Okay,
feel that. My
and-
problem is I just don't feel confident about any of those movies at the box office. So
I feel like
Good
they're
job.
going to be movies that are just going to have people like people are always like, oh, they're that cool actor from that movie, and we don't talk about the movie, but we talk about the person in it, right?
Hmm. Yeah, I guess.
Oh, Kaylee Spaney. Hasn't been
Hmm.
in anything I've seen.
Nah. I've not. Oh, don't worry. Oh, yeah, she actually, you're right. She will probably be spoken about because she was in the Pacific Rim sequel. I guess, yeah, that's
Which I heard was trash.
yeah, that's my point.
I saw the first one in theaters.
Yeah.
That's
Yes,
what
you
I
gotta
like.
see. You gotta see the next one, Pacific Rim Job. That's really weird.
whoa, that's back to the Kim Kardashian conversation. I
That
think.
one's getting clipped for sure.
Whoa. Whew. I'm not dragging me down with y'all. Nope. Be like, that was Lee who said that, not me. Nope.
Yes.
Yep, that
Wait,
was- that
did
was
no
Lee.
one actually pick Zendaya yet? I should have done that.
I thought.
No, I was gonna pick her if it was my next turn. I was gonna say Zendaya.
Oh, you're going Zendaya?
Yeah, I think as the challenges and Dune, I think that will boost her up. But again, I don't think she's got anything at the end of the year either.
I'm surprised you guys didn't go Beetlejuice either. That would have been.
What, Jenny Ortega?
Mm-hmm. You tell me she's a
She-
box office draw, and yet you won't pick her.
Well, only because she's in one movie.
But if she's in a TV show that people like, apparently, and then
Yeah, that's not currently coming out this
Okay.
year.
Morgan.
So, see. So for actors, like I said, Aaron Taylor Johnson as my first pick, just because he's got
That makes
at least 3 movies coming out this year. You know, Fall Guy, Craven the Hunter, and then closing out 2024 with Nosferatu. So Aaron Taylor Johnson. Plus, again, he's supposedly going to be the next James Bond. So,
Oh, if that casting happens when he's in this year, that's gonna
Who?
sell it for you.
Who?
That's
Aaron Taylor Johnson, the guy playing
Yeah.
Craven, also played Quicksilver in Avengers.
Ah, yeah, I can see that.
If that James Bond casting happens this year, then you're set because that is
Yes.
going to.
yeah. So,
If that gets announced.
Which there's a good chance of it happening.
And he's at the good age for it too. He's 33.
yeah, I mean, he's still like relatively young. It's like if Henry Cavill weren't so old.
I know. That
Okay,
delicious
Mike.
man.
So we're gonna go back from the beginning, Michael.
I have to pick another celebrity.
Damn,
Yeah, I
one
picked 2.
I didn't. Oh my god! I barely had one. Now I have to do 2.
more. Yeah. The graphic only looks nice if there's 2.
Yeah, you're right. I get that.
That's the reason. Also, because I have another one.
Wait, I stopped listening. Like, who'd y'all pick?
Timothy Chalamet, Kaylee's whatever her name is, Zendaya, and Aaron
Yeah.
Taylor Johnson.
Oh boy.
There's 2 people I'm looking at right now. If you pick my number 1, I'll take the second person. I really like my number 1 though.
I said I wouldn't do it, but I didn't realize I had the second picks. But I'm gonna go for it anyways. I'll take Ryan Reynolds.
Okay.
The man who saved the MCU. I can see it now.
I hope so. Please.
So
I'm
I believe in gender equality.
Oh, shut up.
No.
I do. So I'm going to
Nah.
be choosing. So I chose a
You
woman.
again.
I'm going to choose a man. But choose the man I hate more than anybody else.
What?
Let's go, Chris Hemsworth, Furiosa,
Oh, and Transformers.
He's not even the worst Chris. How is
Oh,
he
yeah.
like?
and
Who's the
and
worst
he's in
Chris?
that other one, I think, right?
Chris Pratt?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's just those are the only two he's doing. Never mind. Which is good enough for me. You know what? I'll take it.
I gotta go with Jenna.
No, so you're going two women. Okay.
Yeah.
You're
Of
choosing Dan Jenna Ortega. Okay.
Well, my
fine.
next one was gonna be Ryan Reynolds, but he got taken.
I can see what you're doing here. Yeah. Morgan, last one.
Last one, I'm going to go with another cast member who is in The Fall Guy, Stephanie Shu.
Okay.
Yeah, Stephanie Shu. I mean, she doesn't have a whole lot coming out this year outside of The Fall Guy, but I mean, last year with American Born Chinese, Joyride. Really, I was introduced to her through The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, which is phenomenal on Amazon Prime, and then I know she was also in Everything Everywhere All at Once. So
Right, which is where I think most people. But see, she's an interesting one because she could absolutely be in like 5 movies that we don't even know are coming out yet, and will end up being massive at the end of the year. Like that she could be absolutely. Now, because we're done, and I let Zach pick his actors after because I don't know who he wants. Celeste O'Connor is gonna be was the other one, kind of my third pick. She's in Madam Web, and she's gonna be in. Hold on, Ghostbusters. That's the one.
oh,
So, and she's someone who I think definitely again could be like, you want an actor who's gonna be in like 7 things at the end of the year that no one actually expects to exist.
You just
So-
watch it and you're like, oh, I didn't know she was in this, or he was in this.
Or this movie is not supposed to come out, but now it did, and this person is all over it.
Hmm. So it is like that's
So
all 6 picks.
With that being said, those are the official draft picks. I will make a graphic at some point.
Can you read them out loud?
Okay, I
Yeah,
will
I'm
go through
writing
everyone's
down.
picks. So, in no particular order, except for the order of kind of semi-release date. So we've got. Hold on. There we go.
Throw them off.
So we got Bob Marley with Morgan. We've got Madam Web with me. We've got Dune Part 2 with Zach. We've got Kung Fu Panda 4 with Mr. Rant. We have Ghostbusters Frozen Empire with Mr. Rant. I like this. You should keep the Mr. Rant name, I'm telling you.
I called it
good.
the other day and I was like, hey.
I like it. It works.
I like it too.
Godzilla Godzilla Kong, The New Empire for me. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare for Zach. Challengers for Zach. Civil War for Zach. Fall Guy for Morgan. If for Morgan. The Strangers Chapter 1 for Michael. Furiosa for Michael. Garfield for me. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes for me. Ballerina for Morgan. Inside Out 2 for Zach. Quiet Place Day 1 for Michael. Despicable Me 4 for Michael. Twisters for Zach. Deadpool 3 for Morgan. Harold and the Purple Crayon for me. Alien Romulus for Mr. Rant. Beetlejuice for Mr. Rant. Transformers 1 for me. Joker 2 for Michael. This man's going to win again, isn't he? Venom 2 or 3 for Mr. Rant. Red 1 for Mr. Rant. Gladiator 2 for Zach. Wicked Part 1 and The Power of Ariana Grande for me. Lord of the Rings, The War of Something or Another for Michael. Mufasa, The Lion King for Mr. Rant. Sonic 3 for Michael. God damn it, he's gonna win again. God damn it. That movie, that pretentious silent movie for Morgan.
What?
Wait, no, for Zach, actually. No, the wrong person. You were just talking about it so much, I thought it was you. Karate Kid for Morgan. There you go. Legally Blonde 3 for me. Mickey 17 for Morgan. And Spider-Man Beyond the Sonyverse for Mr. Rant. I mean, Beyond the Spider-Verse for Mr. Rant. And then with for the actors. What?
I also had Nosferatu.
I thought that was Zach.
Wasn't that? No,
Morgan definitely picked that.
Yeah, Morgan picked it.
Yep.
I must have written down the wrong name. I apologize for that.
Run it back.
You look very comfortable there, Michael.
You're just trying to be the full like evil villain by stroking a cat. Okay.
Yeah. The box office is mine.
I don't know how this man always made it. We all were here at the draft. I gave him the last pick of the first round, and yet he's still gonna win this entire thing.
We'll see. I'll say I was more confident last year. I feel like
I wasn't confident at all in you last year.
Well, that was your mistake.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I can't like. How does he end up with Sonic, Joker?
Play nice.
What else did you pick? Lord of the Rings,
Despicable Me.
Despicable Me.
I really wanted Despicable Me.
This man might have the only $3 billion movies that come out this year.
I really wanted.
Hey, Kung Fu Panda. Yeah.
Inside Out, Kung Fu Panda. I ended
got
up with
mixed
the worst of the
feelings about that
movies because I had to pick Wicked, which might make $3 billion because of Ariana Grande. I'm just saying, after what we saw with Taylor Swift this year, I don't think Ariana Grande being like the biggest draw ever is off the table. I'm just saying. There is some valid reasoning to picking that in the second round.
And
Does no one really see Wicked as like this potential massive sleeper success?
nope.
No.
It's a hot take. I'll give you that.
How's it a hot take? It's Ariana Grande.
If it does well, like if there are first reviews for it, it might do well. But if the reviews for it are bad, then all those people have seen in like theater fans, they're not gonna see it. They're gonna rip on it.
Yeah.
How did Cats do?
I don't know. Hey, I do have to hop off here.
Yes, we're done now.
To wrap it up. This actually was a lot of fun. I know it's surprising, but I had a lot of fun doing this.
Why are you surprised that every time that you guys come out of my podcast?
Well, I just feel like I'm going to come on here and get bullied by Khalil the entire time.
And you did, pretty much.
And somehow I still had fun, okay? I'm trying to give you a compliment.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, everyone, for listening, because I realized that there's people actually listening to this still. And so if you are a sucker who's listening to this still, then... we tricked you. We made you listen to an hour and 30 minutes of us like all making fun of each other. So with that being said, please subscribe to not only my podcast, but also all of these people because they all have podcasts. And Zach, obviously, all of which are in the description. Because they all do this stuff. It's less fun than mine, but they still do good stuff. Nothing's as good as the original, but it's okay. Even though I probably was the first one.
No matter what, we have better takes.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
And also, I have multiple podcasts, so you can check those out too. Because I have.
And we also don't believe that The Marvels was the greatest film ever created.
So. It is the greatest film ever created, and I will fight you on that.
And with that, we're gonna end this episode.
Yeah, we don't have another hour.
Yeah.
And we will have everyone back on whenever I'm winning, and then I will have everyone back on.
Oh my god!
Until then. Go watch some movies, and everyone, when all of my movies, just watch it. Don't watch any of their movies. Thank you. Okay. Bye.
See ya.